I was thinking about how people who fish won't fish from certain places if they consider the water too contaminated with petrochemicals, basically, from factories and stuff, because there is a lot of abuse of our rivers from factories in the city that I live in. And I don't eat meat, and I don't fish. I do occasionally eat fish, but other than that, I don't eat meat, and I've never gone fishing. But as someone who forages their food sometimes, yeah, definitely, I don't eat things that grew right beside a very busy street, because I know that all the fumes were covering the plant at all stages of growth. I know the fumes were covering the ground and seeping in with any water, and then that water, sure, is filtered, but it's still absorbed. It can't be, entirely uncontaminated. The same way our drinking water isn't entirely uncontaminated. I'm reading all this stuff about microplastics lately. Did you know they found like 5 different kinds of microplastics in like people's penises when they were doing tests for, I think, for erectile dysfunction or something? Nobody knows that the clitoris has like a very large internal aspect of the organ and not literally just the tip of the iceberg. But yeah, medicine is male-centric. Anyway, what I'm driving at is that people can be logically aware that the fish is the fish, but it is of the river and came from the river and is the river inside. And the river is dirty, then you don't want to eat the fish. I feel the same way about mulberries growing next to an interstate. So why don't we think about how we are surrounded by car fumes, plastics, flame retardants, processed foods that are made out of byproducts, why don't we wonder about what that does to us and how we soak that in? My point is, life is much more complex than any of us understand. Much more complex than most of us are willing to appreciate. And all we have is right now. And I invite you to look around and think about what you're soaking in. Stay regulated.